Alex Cardoco, welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you a couple of ways how to change a tire and how simple it could be. Today's patient I have with me, let me see, can I flip this camera around? Today's patient, I have I think it's a 99 Camry. Jumping right into it, I'm going to be showing you guys the jack point. This is a jack point. It's also known as a pinch wheel. It runs the entire length of the car, of the body. So that's what we use to jack up on things. Not right here. This is improper, but right here. It's a pinch wheel. That's the only way to do it. Now, the first thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys several different ways. Like I mentioned before, I'm gonna remove the hubcap. All right, and let me go get my camera thingy so I can put it on my head so I can better show you guys. Okay, to simulate a flat tire, that's what I'm trying to accomplish here, because a lot of people, they have flat tires and they don't know how to change their tire. So the first thing I'm gonna do is check to see if I have a spare. Guys, always make sure you have a spare tire and the appropriate jack and everything you need to change the tire. If you don't, it'd be a good idea to go out and get you a 4-way lug wrench and a little jack set from like Walmart or something. So let's go look in the trunk to see. Okay, don't want to open. Let me get this trunk open and I'll be right back. Okay, I end up just grabbing the key. Okay. Is it stuck? Okay, this has turned into a repair tutorial. All right, so good people, this is why you always double check your cars to see if the trunk open, because it may be stuck. And if you're out on the road, you need your spare, you can't get to it. Now, where was I? Always double check your trunk anytime you get a new car. And it's always a good idea to always check your spare, because over time it'll go flat, just like this one. This one is flat. So, you know, it's kind of pointless to have a spare tire at this point if it's flat. So now what I'm looking for is to make sure I have a lug wrench. I have a jack, actually 2 of them, but I don't see a tire iron anywhere. Okay, that's gross. Okay, moving along. That's why this step is so important, people, because you can buy a car and, you know, just be riding and get a flat and not even know it, and you don't even have the proper stuff to fix it. So the first thing I'm gonna show you is how to use this jack. Of course, I don't have all the pieces, but I still can show you how to use it. Now, anytime you're jacking up a car, it's always a good idea to snatch up the e-brake like so. If you don't have an e-brake, or if your e-brake is not working, then you have to make sure you're on a nice even ground. And if you're not on the even ground, say if the car is pointing downhill slightly, find something to put in front of the tire. So remember I was talking about the pinch wheels early? The pinch wheels goes in this groove right here. So it's even a little, let me take the camera off my head so I can show you guys. Okay, so it's even a little groove right here. Ooh, kitty. I'm screwing this up by hand just for demonstration purposes. Demonstration. Alright, so. Alright. So that goes something like that. So that's the proper way to use that. Bam, okay. Now, let me put the camera back on my head. Okay, we're not gonna use that jack because it's busted. So I'm gonna drag this back in place. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, this is the hard way, and I'm gonna show you how easy this is. I have a special guest for you guys. But the first thing you do before you even jack the car off the ground is bust loose the lug nuts like so. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so now that we have that, all the lug nuts bust loose, we're gonna take the car up. So just a couple of inches off the ground. Make sure your hand go underneath, but don't put your hand underneath because it may fall, but you know, that high. Take the lug nuts off. Now, if you're in a situation like this car, at this time, I suggest you to go to Walmart and get a little small hydraulic jack. I don't have an example for you, but I put it in the description of what I'm talking about, or go to Amazon and order what you need. Take the wheel off, bam, get your spare, line it up, put the lug nuts, tighten them by hand. Now, I'm doing this video because my dad actually ran into a situation where he had to change his tire, and I'm about to show you where he messed up at. All right. So, after you get it like that, tighten it down. Now, if this wheel is in the front, and if you're trying to tighten it down, or if you're not using the handbrake, sometimes the wheel will actually move. Like you'll be trying to tighten it down. Let me give you an example. So, you're trying to tighten down the wheel, and it's doing this number right here. And when that happens, most people think they got their wheel tight. And when they let it down, they're missing a very important step. They just jump back in their car, right, and take off. Well, these lug nuts are not properly tightened. And just by that little bit, the wheel can shake itself loose. So the proper way, even if your handbrake don't work, it's always wise to put the car back down on the ground. No, it's not wise. You have to do it like this. After you pre-tighten everything, you need to go back over it like so, in a crisscross type of pattern. And bam, that's the first way if you don't have any power tools or anything. Next, I'm gonna bring out the power tools. Pretty much the same thing, but I wanted to bring in a special guest to show you if he can do it, anybody can do it. So let me go grab him. This is my special guest, AJ. This is my 6-year-old son, and he's gonna demonstrate how to remove a tire with power tool. So this is my 3/8 Milwaukee impact gun. I'm gonna put a link in the description because it could be helpful when changing tires. You're really supposed to have it a 1/2 inch, but this 3/8 is very powerful. AJ is gonna demonstrate now. All right, AJ, go ahead and remove the lug nuts. Put it on there properly. And it's not all the way on there. There you go. All right, as you can see, it buzzed that right off. Just dump it on the ground. There you go. Go ahead and remove the other ones. Now, if my son can do it, you guys can do it at home as well. It's not all the way on there. Make sure it's on there straight. There you go. See how hard that thing kick? All right, there you go. Cool. Push it on there. There you go. Okay, let's move your lug nuts. Let's put that to the side. Let's see if you can take it off by yourself. Can you take the tire off? Don't let it handle you. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna put it back up there for him. He's 6, so I don't expect him to put it back up there by himself. All right, AJ, get all your lug nuts and put them on by hand, like I told you. There you go, get the lug nuts. Screw them all up there by hand. So it's very important, especially dealing with power tools, to put the lug nuts, thread them up by hand first. All right, that's good. Just need a couple of threads. Get the other one. Get the other ones. Put all of them on there first. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Remember that. Even my 6-year-old know that. No shade to anybody else. He's been in the shop for a while, so of course he knows. Here you go. Okay, now it's time for the impact gun. You know how to change it to go forward? Bam, there you go. Now you're ready. You gotta hold that thing with 2 hands, son. Or to twist you. All right, that's good. Redo it, redo that one. It's not all the way tight. So with the impact gun, you just let it hit for a couple of seconds. Like that. That's perfect. Now, the proper way is to torque this stuff, but if you're out and you don't have a torque wrench, this way will be fine. If you go to a lot of tire places, they don't ever use a torque wrench. Torque wrench to them is like obsolete or something. They don't use it. Hit it. No, go down some more. Go. All right, go to the next one. I got you. Go, tighten them. All right. All right. All right. Now that, good people, is how you put on a tire. All right, AJ, thank you, man. High five. Now, dealing with this hubcap, if you have hubcaps, they're little wheel covers. What we're gonna do is find this little notch here. This is where the valve stem goes. You see, there's no other notches, so we're gonna line it up like that and kind of hit it with your hand like so. Good people, that is how you properly change out a tire or just about any vehicle. It doesn't matter. Now, another important quick tip before I let you guys go. If you have a new car, always check your jack. Make sure you have a proper jack and tire iron. Also, make sure you have the wheel locks. Some cars have wheel locks. That could leave you in a bad situation if you just bought a car and you don't have the wheel locks to the wheel. Can't get it off. So good people, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit that like button. Guys, see you on the next repair tutorial. Alex Car Doctor out.